It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 29th of May. We're getting into our last few days of May here. I'm Donovan Neal. Much of North Texas weather remains dry and very hot during the next few days. In fact, we will only be warming up in the triple digits as we progress through the week into the weekend, with record highs potentially definitely being set on Saturday. So let's take a look at things this morning. Let's take a look at the upper air look across the nation this morning. Obviously, we have an upper trough in the northeast part of the country, northwest part of the country, I'm sorry, and then we have Alberta off to our east. But the main feature here is that ridge that's going to be moving in from the central Texas into North Texas over the next few days, causing some triple-digit heat. But for now, temperatures as of 6:15, Arlington 68, Burleson 79, DFW 77, mostly in the upper 60 to upper 70 range, and that'll mostly make for a very hot day going forward around the nation. It looks pretty typical for late May, with this, of course, the southern part of the country in the most mild conditions here. And I think we should be in the upper 90s today. And let's take a look across the watch warning map. We do have an air quality alert for the DFW Metro due to high amounts of air pollution and ozone. And off to our west, we do already have a heat advisory in effect for areas to the east of El Paso back in West Texas. But going off to our south, we do have flash flood watches being issued for parts of the southeastern parts of the United States, and that's of course in relation to subtropical depression Alberto, and we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. And let's take a look at our convective outlooks today. We do have an enhanced risk of severe storms in effect for parts of northwestern Oklahoma, extending through much of central Kansas. And of course, we do have a marginal risk of severe storms for parts of the southeast United States, where we do have to mention the risk for a few isolated tornadoes in relation to subtropical depression Alberto. And this is day 2. Most of the severe weather risk stays up north, and same thing on day 3. And this is day 4. This is Friday. We do have a risk of severe storms defined from around central Nebraska through much of central South Dakota, where a few isolated supercells will be possible there. So let's take a look at the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday of next week. Obviously, most of the rain stays in the southeast United States with subtropical depression Alberto, and down here, nothing for most of north central Texas. We should stay dry for the next 7 to 10 days with that upper level ridge taking shape. But let's take a look at how subtropical depression Alberta has been doing this morning. And that's basically coming up around central Alabama. In fact, let's have a radar loop at this thing, and that's based in the circulation center is basically positioned somewhere near Jemison in Maplesville, Alabama, as of 6:34 this morning, and that'll basically be moving north as a subtropical depression, and obviously the maximum sustained winds are around 30 miles an hour. Movements to the northwest at 13 miles per hour. And this is forecast to move, of course, to the northwest before into parts of the Midwest, into the Great Lakes states, before dissipating somewhere Friday morning and near Canada. And obviously, the main threat will deal with those people will deal with is the heavy rain associated with Alberto. Around 4 to 6 inches of rain is still possible with Alberto and central Alabama. 1 to 2 inches and generally lighter amounts elsewhere. So let's go on to the models. This is the GFS. This is the O6C run, valid today at 1 o'clock. At 500 millibars, around 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground, we do have a weakness in the ridge for parts of North Texas due to all the short waves coming through. And down here, we do have that low positioned near northwestern Alabama. But down here in North Texas, we pretty much stay dry, mostly sunny conditions, high in the upper 90s. Tomorrow, we pretty much see our first 100-degree day. first 100-degree day of the year, Wednesday, the 30th of May. Highs will be at 100 degrees with plenty of sunshine. Same thing on Thursday. And same thing on Friday, the first day of June, the first day of the official hurricane season, and the first day of meteorological summer. Highs will be in the low 100s on Friday with mostly sunny skies. Now Saturday, as the weekend begins, Saturday we pretty much warm substantially. Highs will be around 104 to 105, and that will be our new record temperature for Saturday. That'll be our new record temperature for June the 2nd. The previous record is 100 degrees set back in 1988. And on Sunday we do warm down a little bit with highs in the upper 90s, but some places could still reach 100 degrees. And here's Monday of next week. Monday we do see a few clouds here and there, but that won't distract us from reaching 100 for our highs. And here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 5th of June. We still are in that 588 ridge, and down here we pretty much stay dry with highs mostly in the 100s. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Friday, the 8th of June. 594 heat bubbles still in effect, and down here we pretty much stay dry as a result of that. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, very consistent forecast here. Be prepared for extended amounts of heat. Highs mostly in the upper 90s to the mid 100s, and lows mostly in the upper 70s to low 80s. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I have more notes in the blog. The next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.